Hi everyone, welcome to another JMPR sort of review unboxing. Today we're going to do our first video looking at Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have the one of the two latest packs released, Black Dwarf and Ebony for Black Order. I'm a big fan of the Marvel Crisis Protocol game. Been playing it pretty much since it came out. I have every model currently available in the UK at least. And the two latest packs have just shown up, so we're going to do a couple separate videos, just opening them up, taking a look at the models, building them up, and then having a look at the rules. So bear with me and we'll get this opened up. Okay, so the cellophane is off. So a fairly large box, I'll leave that on there. Cards will come back to those later. Instructions. Big chunk of plastic. So, one of the large base sizes for Black Dwarf. So that's the 50mm base. I want to say like 50mm base. Four of the 35mm bases. I do love how you get all the extra bases, but I do have so many now it's kind of pointless. We've got Ebony here, one sprue. I'd love to say the instructions were numbered, but they are not, which is a shame because the last set I picked up, the actual parts were numbered on the actual assembly guide. But if you go on the website, they do, if you need them, they are numbered on the website. If you're not familiar with the Crisis Protocol game, the models are pretty good actually. Some of the details can be a little bit soft. So Ebony Moore's coat there has got all the details moulded into it. Which, let's try and just, there we go, that's better. So sometimes you lose a little bit of it when you prime the model. Haven't had it happen too often, not since a couple of the starter set models. Most of them since then have actually been really good, and I've been very impressed with all of the models that I've received. Hopefully his face should be fine there as well. Okay. Black Dwarf is absolutely huge. Have to zoom out again there. So he comes on two sprues, and he is a chunky boy. He's definitely going to give Hulk run for his money size-wise. So I'm guessing, yeah, arms, body. Oh, that axe is awesome. Legs. So a decent amount of parts on him, but they're all fairly chunky, so nothing that's his face there. Well, there doesn't look like there's any ridiculously small parts. Check Ebony more again there. Yeah, so we're good on this one. There is absolutely no stupid parts. Some of the complaints about the Marvel models have been that they've been a bit part heavy. The couple of ones that I can remember would be Shuri. Her panther gloves were in the mouth of the panther gloves was a separate piece. What other one did we have? Were there complaints about? Actually can't remember off the top of my head, but there has been a few models where there was an unnecessary number of pieces. But it doesn't look like that's the case for these ones. So now I've had a little look at the sprues. Obviously that's always a little bit boring. Instructions are fairly simple. So we are going to build these up, and then I'll come back and show you the built models and look at the cards and the tokens and everything. Okay, and we are back, and the models are now built. So we can see here we have got Ebony Moore and Black Dwarf standing. Well, Black Dwarf's just huge. So models putting together. I think Ebony took 5 minutes, if that. Very, very simple build. No, I didn't need to use the numbered instructions on the website. Black Dwarf took a little bit longer, just more pieces involved, very simple to put together. The one thing I would note, although it's very obvious that it needs to be there, is there is actually no instruction to tell you to put the little front helmety piece on his head. So it should be very obvious because there is a hole in his head where it goes, but you might miss it if you're trying to follow the instructions. Size-wise, very chunky. Probably going to want to use a little bit of green stuff in some of the joints on Black Dwarf. No real obvious gaps, but definitely just to make the painting probably a little bit smoother. Size comparison. This is the Hulk. They're about the same height, but Black Dwarf is a lot chunkier. And if you want a sort of human comparison, let's bring in a good old Cap. So obviously Ebony is floating, so he is obviously a lot taller, but he's a bit taller anyway. And you can just see that the Black Dwarf's going to be a very imposing miniature on the table. So we'll take those two out a minute, and we'll bring in the rest of the order. Obviously had these guys a little while, so his axe is definitely going to get in the way. There we go. So that is the Black Order until the big boy comes, Thanos himself. Although he's actually on a smaller base than Black Dwarf, so I'm wondering sort of how big he's going to be. But he does come with the awesome massive throne, so that's going to be very, very cool. Taking a look at what else comes in the pack, you get the token pack. I'll move my light array a little bit because that's shining funny. So for some reason you get Hydra tokens instead of Black Order tokens. Yep, I think it's been mentioned on a couple of the forums and Facebook and stuff. So yeah, energy. Is that bleed? I can't remember what the tokens will do. Staggered, shaken, fallen, knocked over, whatever it is. Anyway, tokens. You get tokens. Looking at the cards, you get the Space Infinity Gem. Now this is a 2-cost Infinity Gem, which you can 2 power cost, I should say. Which for 2 power, you can choose. Sorry, 2 threat, not power. Choose a character or another allied character within 3, place it within 2 of its current position. So basically just a little teleport. Teleport movement is so important in this game that'll definitely be useful, especially on the bigger models, because movement, move 2 on a bigger model with their base size is actually huge. We get Shh. When an enemy character within 5 of an allied Ebony Moore spends 1 or more power to use any superpower, reactive or reactive or active. Ebony Moore may spend 3 power to play this card. The enemy superpower has no effect and cannot be used again for the rest of the turn, but the character has still spent that power and is considered to have used it. Nice, just shut down someone. A bit situational, but range 5 on it is pretty good. Mothership, Black Order, active. 2 Black Order characters may both spend 2 power to play this card. Place 1 of the 2 characters not holding an objective token within 1 of the other character. So again, another movement card, which if you want to get Black Dwarf across the table to help out one of the others, awesome. Marked for Death, unaffiliated. 2 allied characters that within 5 of the same enemy character may spend 1 power each to play this card. This round, the enemy character loses and cannot gain stealth. Its speed becomes small and it cannot modify or reroll its defense dice. That's obviously a lot of people play Black Widow as someone just to run over and grab an objective and run off because she's hard to target. So just be able to shut that down for a turn and absolutely annihilate her from sort of range 5 or range 4. That could be super useful. So yeah, not a bad card. And then we've got the character cards themselves. So Ebony is 7 health on the healthy side, medium movement, height 2, 5 threat, 2 physical defense, 2 energy defense, 6 mental defense. Though he is interesting. All of his attacks are mental. 4 dice. Sorry, range 4, 5 dice, no power. After this attack resolved, you may advance the target character small. Brilliant. After this attack is resolved, this character gains 1 power. Herald of Doom, 4 range again, so he definitely is one that's going to be sitting at the back and sort of controlling the board for you by the looks of it. 8 dice, 4 power to use. The target character does not gain power for damage dealt by this attack, and it's a throw at the end of it if the character is size 2 or less. He's going to be awesome. He can also throw size 4 terrain. When this character is tied by an attack or would make a dodge roll, you may use this superpower. For 2 power, you can use your mental defense to dodge or defend. Wow. Okay. During the power phase, this character gains an additional 2 power. And he can have the flight... he flies, and he can have either the mind or space gem. He's going to be incredible, actually. I think he's... Yeah, he's really good. He's got 4 health on the other side, so he does become very fragile on the other side. Doesn't seem to really lose much. Yeah, stays the same basically, just has a lot less health. Black Dwarf, only 6 health on the healthy side. Moves small, but he's got a very large base, so that's not too bad. Height 4, he's not hiding behind too many things. 4 threat, okay, so one less threat cost than Ebony there. 4, 3, 3 on defenses. He has his Axe Strike, range 2, 6 dice, gain power equal to damage dealt. Brutal End, stagger, 3 range, 8 dice, 4 damage, 4 power to use it. After this attack is resolved, this character gains the stagger special condition. Black Fury, choose an interactive terrain for each or enemy, both size 4 or less. Okay, so he can throw size 4. Or he can throw a character as well. Enforced Oblivion, this character makes a move action. The next attack it makes, this activation has 2 dice. Okay, so he can spend 2 power to charge, basically. Move and then attack. Yeah, very cool. Intimidating Presence, when this enemy character is within 2 of a target character, within 2 of this character targets another allied character with an attack. This character may use this superpower, this character becomes the target, and he always reduces damage by 1. And on the other side he goes up to 8 health, so he gets angry. Does he gain anything else? No. No, but it reduces damage and can take damage from other people. He's not actually as strong as I thought he would be. He's definitely just a hitty character, but still going to be very, very decent. Yeah, I can't wait to get these painted up and playing with them. So yeah, that's taking a look at the Black Dwarf and Ebony character pack. If you want to see more, we will be doing the next video for the Drax and Ronan box set, and hopefully we'll be able to get some games of Marvel in as well and film them. I know Pat's itching to play, so yeah, if you enjoy Marvel, again, please keep an eye out for us because we'll be doing some more Marvel videos, and see you again. Thank you very much.